So why do men no longer come up to women?
Call me whatever you want, but I've come to the realization that I'm just too big and black in America to be randomly approaching women in public. First of all, y'all don't even really want to be bothered for real. And I get that because I'm the same way. I just be minding my business. Besides, with how women talk about how much they fear for their safety around men, I ain't really trying to scare nobody.
Men do not want to approach women anymore.
When was the pivotal moment that a man chose to not go after a girl anymore or put in any effort?
Like when you're out in public and you're making eyes with a girl and you're like making it known that you're attracted to her, but you're not gonna say something. How are you not gonna say something?
It just doesn't make sense to me how women are not being asked out on dates. Like, there are so many beautiful women, like, come on, like, just shoot a shot.
Am I unapproachable? Am I unapproachable?
Like, did you not see me just look right at you? Like, that was your sign. Like, that was me shooting my shot.
No, because I had to actually sit and think about this, and I had to ask myself, when is the last time a man came up to me and wanted to get to know me or exchange numbers? And it's been a long time.
Me and my friends go out and it's like, we end up plotting on what guy we think is cute, and then we physically, I'm not even joking, I'm sick to my stomach right now. We end up making the first move, because if we didn't, it would be girls' night every single night we went out for the rest of our lives.
Where are the huevos? Where are the huevos these days? I feel like there's so many like times that guys want to say something to girls and they don't. Like, is there a guy watching this that can give us some insight? Like, why don't you just do it?
Do you walk over and talk to her or one of the other two?
None of them.
Oh my God.
From the fear of rejection to the rise of online dating and shifting social expectations,
rejection is a man's biggest fear.
Why do men never approach women anymore?
Intimidation?
You do it a lot, like in person?
Hell no.
It is so fucking scary to me to approach a woman in public anymore after hearing all this stuff on the internet.
It just sucks being the guy because I always have to make the first move. Like, and then anytime I see a girl I like, whether it be at the bar or at the gym or something, I get so anxious. My heart starts beating so fast, and I don't know what the hell to say to them.
Don't get me wrong, a fear of rejection is totally real. I feel like if I was a guy, that would be in my brain, and it would be something that I would have to overcome, but it would be a big thing to overcome.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to be approached?
Leave us alone.
Leave you alone? Okay.
I just like peace.
Why do men think it's appropriate to approach women in public?
Don't approach me in public unless I come to you.
Wow.
Or unless I give you an eye. I don't mind guys like coming up to me and talking to me. Let me be really real. Yeah. If you are not tall, sexy, with amazing chat, don't waste your time.
Men are intimidated by beautiful girls.
The reason why you aren't getting approached is because you come off as a strong woman.
They're ignoring you because you're beautiful and it's intimidating.
And honestly, it's a compliment.
Bro, we're starting with the question everybody's asking. Why aren't men approaching women anymore? Then the safety issue comes up, and you can literally hear the tension shift. But wait, the women are saying, just shoot your shot, while one guy is basically saying, yeah, I'd rather stay over here. Chuckle, then comes a rejection fear, and suddenly everybody has a theory. And when they say beautiful women might be intimidating, okay, now we're getting somewhere.
It's a compliment that people are intimidated by your aura, by your looks, by probably even your personality.
So when you hold yourself to a certain standard, that boy knows that he's not going to be able to reach those standards. So therefore, he's not even going to approach you.
So instead of feeling down about the fact that you don't really get talked to at a party setting, or you rarely get attention from men on your Instagram stories, etc., it probably is that they are afraid to even talk to you.
You are not the problem. You're not the problem. They're the problem.
So if you've ever wondered, why don't I get approached? Why don't I get asked out? Why doesn't he ever text me first? It's probably because you're super pretty and attractive.
So if you want to get any sort of attention, you may have to be the one to reach out to them first.
Just make the first move.
Yeah, absolutely do not do this.
I'm ugly. I've come to the conclusion that I'm ugly. The amount of times that I've been cheated on.
Why don't boys approach us? Like, we're literally so hot.
Yeah, I don't know.
family and
Why
born.
is it that back in the day men would approach women in public much more frequently, and now it seems to be not very popular anymore? What's going on?
You gotta go!
I don't like her.
I'm not.
Hey,
You're in a way.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking you. You're gorgeous. I'm just telling you, you're gorgeous.
You gotta leave.
Girls swear that they want men to approach, and then they act like this. Sometimes they are the ones keeping themselves and everyone around them single.
Where are you guys meeting these cute men? Because we go out to the bars every weekend. Every weekend.
I don't know if men know this, but staring at women and not saying anything is actually very strange. Like, it happens to me quite a lot where I will see a man staring at me and I'm like, okay, let me not get an ego. Like, maybe he's not really looking at me, but it's like, no, like, I feel you watching me and won't speak to you the entire night.
I think from our perspective, there's been a massive decline in men approaching women. On a night out, like guys, their focus isn't on women until the end of the night when they're trying to find a woman to take home.
I want to ask you a question. Why do you think in today's society guys don't approach girls anymore?
Wait, so apparently being gorgeous is the reason you're not getting approached? That's one way to spin it. Then somebody says, you're not the problem, they are the problem. But the energy changes when these women admit they're attractive and still aren't getting approached. Then we see the group dynamic, 3 women together, and a guy immediately gets shut down. Nuff, this is exactly the kind of moment that makes somebody rethink shooting their shot. And the debate is about to get even messier.
Really went soft. They're scared of rejection. And it's like, it's so mind-boggling to me how beta men have become. Like, they don't go after it in their careers. They don't go after it, like, in relationships anymore. And it's like, it's like men used to go to war.
Yeah.
Now they can't even, like, go up to a girl at a coffee shop or, like, the street. Like, they want the girls to come to them. It's like men used to go to war.
Yeah.
Now they can't even, like, go up to a girl at a coffee shop or, like, the street. Like, they want the girls to come to them. It's like...
That's not how it works.
When you say I don't chase women, my first initial thought is, well, then go find your man.
What? I don't think it's the men. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't think it's the men. I think that it might be the women.
I like this one.
If I was with a guy, I couldn't be with a masculine man because I'm masculine. I would really want him to be feminine. I would want him to shut the fuck up and cook and clean.
I have a question for men.
You see, I feel like men are no longer interested in dating. They're not even trying.
Why do you guys think that's the case?
I feel like I don't really get hit on much. I genuinely
also think
don't.
there's more cameras in gyms now than ever before, so a guy would be scared to hit on somebody out of
but even
rejection.
like DMs and stuff, like I really don't. People don't hit me
You
up.
don't shoot the shot?
No.
Okay, I posted a video about like how a man approached me at the bar and I was like, that was so funny, blah, blah, blah. Like, why don't more men do this? Because they're not doing it anymore. And then so many men were coming at me like, no, women should approach men. You know, like we are so done being disrespected and blah, 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 blah. Listen, here's what I have to say. My girlfriends and I had a really good conversation about this last night. And my one girlfriend works in a barber shop, okay?
Did he really just say men are soft? Because you can almost feel the room heating up. Then comes a counter-argument. Men aren't soft, they are calculating the risk. Rejection, embarrassment, getting labeled creepy. Suddenly approaching someone sounds like a whole business investment. Chuckle, and then somebody compares approaching a woman to going to war. Bro, coffee shop to battlefield is a wild jump. But now the real question hits. If men stop approaching, who's supposed to make the first move?
There was one barber who has been married for 25 years and counting, and then another barber who's 35 and single, okay? The married man was like, yo, what is going on with dating these days? Like, what is happening? What is going on? And the single guy was like, well, I'm done approaching women because they're disrespectful and blah, blah, blah. The married man was like, okay, well, what happens when you get rejected or whatever? Like, what do you do because they're disrespectful and blah, blah, blah? The married man was like, okay, well, what happens when you get rejected or whatever? Like, what do you do? Do you just move on and try again? Like, what are you doing? And he's like, no, I actually fight them on it. And I want to like prove my point and just like let them know that they've been disrespectful. And like, whatever, I'm going to argue it. And he was like, why don't you just take the L, move on, and then try again? What do you think that I did? I didn't get rejected before I found my wife? What do you think is happening? That has happened since eternity. And all of a sudden now all these men are like, nah, 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 nah. Cry back baby bitches. Sorry, maybe your mom cry back baby bitches. Sorry, maybe your mom coddled you a little bit too much. But that's how it works for women approaching men as well. And this is what else I have to say that I kind of clicked in my head, because so many motherfuckers like to tell me, oh, you're masculine. No one wants you because you're masculine. But then you guys are dead ass on the next TikTok saying, well, you should approach men. Oh, so you want me to try to be feminine for you, but then also have that masculine quality of like going up to a man and like inserting my dominant, like what do you want for you? But then also have that masculine quality of like going up to a man and like inserting my dominant, like what do you want? What do you want? 1 + 1 = 2, and 2 + 2 = 4, then what the fuck do you want?
Because make men great again. Bring back the men who used to walk up fire escapes for women. Bring back the men who used to stand outside a girl's window with the boom box, singing love songs to her.
Okay, now we're in the danger zone. The barber story brings up a married guy questioning why dating has become so difficult, while the single guy says he's done approaching women. Then he admits he argues after rejection instead of just moving on. Wait, what? You got rejected and decided to file an appeal? Chuckle, then the women push back, asking how they are supposed to be feminine while also approaching men. And just like that, the entire argument flips again.
Bring back men with backbones. Bring back the men who will not allow rejection to keep them from the woman of their dreams.
What's up with men? I don't know. I wanted to ask you, men don't come up and ask or talk to you anymore?
Maybe we should have a man on and ask him what that's like. Why don't they do that?
A dating expert.
Is there a dating expert man that would like to come on this podcast?
Now, I'm definitely no dating expert, but my name's J.R. Harvey, and I specialize in human behavior and psychology. And if you want to know the real truth about what is going on here, it's because approaching women in 2025 is treated more like a crime scene than it is a compliment. You see, men used to be rewarded for their courage. You saw someone you liked, you walked up and said hello, and the worst thing that could ever happen is that you got rejected and moved on. But today, that same move will get a man labeled as creepy or even accused of harassment. And it doesn't stop there, because one awkward moment could be filmed, posted, go viral, and ruin a man's life. Guys just aren't risking rejection anymore. They're risking their reputation as a person.
Bro, the old school romance speech sounds great until somebody points out the obvious problem. Chasing someone after repeated rejection isn't romantic, it's potentially creepy. Then a psychology expert finally explains a bigger issue. Men aren't just risking rejection anymore, they are risking their reputation. One awkward interaction can be filmed, posted, and blown up online. And suddenly the whole debate makes sense from another angle. Well, that was a dating disaster from every direction. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.